Good morning everybody, I am Sridhar Reddy. Today my topic is ionization potential, factors influence the ionization potential. It is very important long question in the IPE examination first year particularly. In MCET also plenty of the question arises. First we will take, what is the ionization? I am taking one atom which is having the large number of shells. Let us take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and it has the electron in the last shell. Last shell is called as the valency shell. Now, what is the ionization potential? To remove this electron from the valency shell, you have to supply some amount of the energy. So, what is the definition of the ionization potential? The minimum amount of energy required to remove one electron from the valency shell of the neutral gaseous atom is called as the ionization potential. The minimum amount of energy required to remove one electron and from the valency shell of a neutral gaseous atom is called as the ionization potential. To remove first electron, which is called the first ionization potential. Here I will take the mathematical equation. M is a neutral atom. By supplying the some amount of energy which is given as the I1, which is called as the first ionization potential, it loses one electron and converts into the M plus ion. Nothing but whenever electron loses, it gives you the cation. What is the M plus ion? M plus ion is called as the unipositive ion. How the unipositive ion is formed? By loss of electron. Nothing but it will have less number of electrons than the proton. Less number of electron than the proton. Now, removal of another electron from the unipositive ion. Unipositive ion, I am removing another electron from the unipositive ion. Then it is called as the I2, which is called as the second ionization potential. What is the second ionization potential? The minimum amount of energy required to remove one electron from the unipositive ion is called as the second ionization potential. Immediately it loses another electron and converts into the M plus 2. Here I2 is called as the second ionization potential. This I2 is always greater than I1. Very, very important. Why I2 is greater than I1? Look at here. Here M plus, if you take, what you are saying? It consisting of the less number of electron than the proton. Protons are high. Protons are high, nothing but nucleus attraction will be high. Nucleus attraction is high, nothing but ionization potential will be high. That's all. This is a very simple concept. What I am saying, in the ionization potential, simply remember, electron decreases, ultimately proton increases. Proton increases, nuclear charge increases. Nuclear charge increases, nucleus attraction increases. Nucleus attraction increases, ionization potential increases. That's why second ionization potential is always greater than the first ionization potential. Reason, it will have high effective nuclear charge than the number of electrons. Similarly, I5 is greater than I4, I4 is greater than I3. Like that you will get removal of electron. Electron decreases, ultimately proton increases. Proton increases, nothing but nucleus attraction increases. Nucleus attraction increases, nothing but ionization potential increases. Here, I will give you very, very important MCET NEET problems, NEET questions I will give you. Now look at here. The relation, how it is calculated. What are the units for the ionization potential? Ionization potential can be calculated, or units is the 3 units we are having. We are having the 3 units, namely electron volts by atom, kilocalories per mole and kilojoules per mole. What is the interrelation between these 3? Look at here. 1 electron volt is equal to 23.06 kilocalories per mole. 1 electron volt is equal to 23.06 kilocalories per mole. Similarly, 1 electron volts is equal to 96.45 kilojoules per mole. So this is a very, very important relation between the 3 units you are having: electron volts by atom, kilocalories per mole, kilojoules per mole. 1 electron volt is equal to 23.06 kilocalories per mole. 1 electron volt is equal to 96.45 kilojoules per mole. How the question arises? 2 to 3 times given question. Look at here. Al plus 3, whose ionization potential is 6 electron volts. Calculate the same ion's ionization potential in kilocalories per mole or kilojoules per mole. Immediately, you have to recollect the relation between the electron volts and the kilocalories. 1 electron volt is equal to 23.06. That's why 6 electron volt is equal to 6 into 23.06. Like that many times is given. So, this is about the brief introduction of the ionization potential. Now, very, very important 8 marks question in the IPE first year examination. factors which influence the ionization potential. So ionization potential depends on the 5 parameters you're having, and the 5 parameters, if you take number 1, atomic radius, number 2, nucleus charge, number 3, screening effect, which is also called the shielding effect, number 4, penetrating power, fifth, electronic configuration. So ionization potential depends on the atomic radius, nuclear charge, screening effect, penetrating power, and electronic configuration. The factors which influence the ionization potential, if you observe, these are the factors you are having. Number 1, how the atomic radius I am taking. As the atomic radius increases, so I am saying as the atomic radius increases, what happened? The distance between the center of the nucleus to valence electron increases. Whenever the distance between the center of the nucleus to valence electron increases, ultimately nucleus attraction over valence electron decreases. Because distance is increasing, ultimately nucleus attraction over valence electron decreases. Nucleus attraction decreases, already I was given, ionization potential decreases. So only keep in your mind, nucleus attraction increases, ionization potential increases. Here, atomic radius, the distance between the center of the nucleus to the valence electron is increasing. Ultimately, nucleus attraction decreases. Nucleus attraction decreases, nothing but ionization potential decreases. That's why ionization potential is inversely proportional to the atomic radius. Number 2, nucleus charge. Let us take it. Nuclear charge is increasing. Nuclear charge increasing. Immediately this nucleus attracts the valence electron towards the nucleus. That's why whenever nucleus attraction increases, ultimately ionization potential increases, because the valence electron is attracted towards the nucleus. To eliminate that electron, you require the high energy. That's why ionization potential is directly proportional to the nucleus charge. Number 3, very, very important. Screening effect. What is the screening effect? Look at here. Nucleus. This is the shells, it is the valency shell and valency electron. The electrons which are present in between the nucleus and the valency electron, nothing but these are the electrons, which are called the core electrons, inner electrons. These inner electrons will shield or screen the valency electron from the nucleus attraction. If these electrons are not there, immediately nucleus attracts the electron, valence electron towards the nucleus. But due to this inner electrons, core electrons, they shield, they screen the valency electron. Due to this reason, what happens? Nucleus attraction over valence electron decreases because they are screening. Ultimately, nucleus attraction over valence electron decreases. As the screening effect increases, ionization potential decreases, because screening effect increases, nothing but nucleus attraction decreases. Nucleus attraction decreases, nothing but ionization potential decreases. That's why ionization potential is inversely proportional to the screening effect. What is the screening effect? The electron which are present in between the nucleus and valence electron, they shield, they screen the valence electron from the nucleus attraction, and this phenomenon is called the screening effect. Screening effect increases, nucleus attraction over valence electron decreases, attraction decreases, nothing but ionization potential decreases. Fourth, penetrating power. I am taking same. 1, 2, 3, 4, this is the valency shell. First shell, which orbital? S orbital. Second shell is consisting of the S and the P orbital. Third shell is consisting of the S, P, D. Fourth is consisting of the S, P, D, F orbital. Which orbital is nearer to the nucleus? S orbital is nearer to the nucleus than the P orbital. P orbital is nearer to the nucleus than the D orbital. D orbital is nearer to the nucleus than the F orbital. So, which is called the penetrating. Which orbital is nearer to the nucleus? The order of penetrating power is given as S is greater than P, P is greater than D, D is greater than the F. As the penetrating power increases, ionization potential increases, because S is nearer to the nucleus. That's why nucleus attraction over S is high. Ultimately, removal of electron from that orbital is difficult as compared to the P, D, F. That's why as the penetrating increases, ionization potential increases. What is the penetrating? Which orbital is nearer to the nucleus? S orbital is nearer to the nucleus than the P orbital. That's why removal of electron from the S orbital is difficult as compared to the P orbital. That's why penetrating power increases, ionization potential increases. Last and final one, electronic configuration. Now, any element which has the off-field configuration, full-field configuration, they will have the extra stability. Whenever they are having the extra stability, removal of electron requires the much energy. Much energy nothing but ionization potential increases. Ultimately, we can say any element which will have the off-field or full-field configuration, they will have the high ionization potential than the corresponding elements. For example, beryllium and boron, nitrogen and oxygen. Beryllium is the 4, boron is the 5. If you observe beryllium electronic configuration, you have observed it will be the 1s2 2s2. 2s2 nothing but it is the full-field configuration. Full-field configuration, ultimately beryllium is the stable. Beryllium is the stable nothing but it will have the high ionization potential than the boron. Whereas the nitrogen, if you observe, nitrogen atomic number is 7. Electronic configuration will be the 1s2 2s2 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. It has the off-field configuration. Whenever it has the off-field configuration, it also having the high stability. Due to this reason, removal of electron from the nitrogen is difficult as compared to the oxygen. That's why the elements which will have the full-field and off-field configuration, they will have the extra stability. Removal of electron require the much energy. That's why ionization potential increases. So this is the phenomena which is very, very important for the IPE as well as the EAMCET examination. In the EAMCET examination or IIT NEET examination, the relation between the units if you take, and he asks you based on this also, he asks you the plenty of the questions he asks you. Thank you.